yes. It's not about writing row header. Okay, so I will save and close. Now I can use this, and I will use a query. And when I connect, I wanted to use a template table because I don't want to look on what table it is and all. This is just for the temporary purpose I'm putting it. So I will say temp underscore just some name like that. So it is a temporary table. It gets created dynamically, and let me see. Okay, I haven't mapped anything, and so it threw an error. Now it got mapped, and because I have put a conditional here, you remember I wanted to, what I am trying to do is to skip this data flow and run this data flow in this scenario. So I go here in the properties. I don't need to do it in the properties, that's fine. Now I'm saving this job, and I want it to run at the runtime. I can make that change whatever I want. You go to the global variables, and for g underscore extract, make it as a 0. When you make it as a 0, surely the condition will not satisfy and it will go into the else part. So let us see if this works. The same problem again with the file. Okay, this could be because of the bad data, because there were, yeah, this is because of the bad data, no doubt about it. I can go and fix that because this particular one had an extra record. So all I need to do is delete. Mm, and I save it. This is not a problem. uh, I'm not sure if it is allowing me to save it. Let me see, access denied, because these are system files. I mean, this is something given by, say, the comes with the installation, right? So let me do one thing. I put it as underscore 09. See, it doesn't give me permissions to save anything here even. Okay, never mind. We'll put it under our own folder. So when I change the path, I'll have to go back and change it. Guys, is it something which that you are able to relate, or am I confusing you? Because there is a problem while running it, and so I'm trying to do it in a different way. But if I'm confusing you, just let me know. I will not spend more time on this. The properties, no, not here. Have to go to this. We can even test the wildcard now. Okay, now we don't have those empty spaces. Now this should run properly. A row delimiter was found. uh, it is again going back to this particular file. I don't know why is it. What's it? No. It's the same location we tried, right? This could be a problem. Let me see. Somehow it is messing up. I don't know why. Because we are doing a very simple job. Ha! Finally, I am successful. Oh God. So now if you see what we'll have to notice is we have put something important here. We wanted to skip few things, but in this particular thing I did not skip it. I think the data flow, you see here, that what was it? No, I have given it a different file name and I changed it to point to this particular path. So there are two places where you can change actually. The flat file definition here is one thing. Here if I keep whatever is not a problem, but I have to definitely give the exact path in the job file. If you see here, in here I can always change. See, you have to understand it like this. A file format is reusable. If you have the same file format, but if the file is different, still it is okay. So here I am giving a different file name because I created a file like this. File format is the same, but I used a different file name. That's all it is. So in here, whatever I have defined, I can make it different. I don't need to worry about it because I can keep it as generic name here. You see, there is no data. But then if I run this job, it will be successful for sure. And while I execute, I have to make this extract as 0 so that it skips it. So here you see this is the message I have put. The data flow is intentionally skipped. So the first data flow is skipped intentionally and it goes and runs a second data flow, and the file name is actually, it will take the different file. The file name locally whatever I have given is different from whatever is in the file format definition. Locally the file name I have given is this one. You see? So it will take this one. So now, I can try now making it dynamic and see if it works. I still wanted to try that because I will be more than happy if it works. So now I made it dynamic. Now I am executing. While I execute, I can pass the variable here. So the file name here. So the file name is this one. Put it in single quotes and you'll have to give it as .txt also with the extension. And the file path, let me take the same file path. It has to work, guys, this time. If it doesn't work, then we'll take revenge on it some other day, but for now we'll skip that and proceed forward. Nothing we can do about it. It has to work now. I'm very confident now it will work. So now I am passing it through the global variables. Let us see if it works. Damn, it worked successfully. You see here? So I passed it dynamically. So if you now change, if there is one more file, It will be able to still take the different file path at the runtime. That's what we tried to do here, and it is now successful. But the only difference is I did the global variable locally in this particular data flow than doing it at the higher level in the flat file definition. If I try to do in the definition, it was not working earlier, but there is no harm in trying one more time. I can go and do this now. File path, file name. That's the root directory, and this is the file name. So I'm saving it and closing. Uh, I want to run the same job, guys. Don't worry, we'll not take more time on this. Where is the file path? File name. So now I'm passing the file name and everything through a global variable. Let us see if it works. We are lucky enough, we can proceed forward. Yes, the process completed successfully, it says. The job completed successfully. Yes, it is working. So what I mean to say is this is the way you use the global variables. Guys, let me ask everyone, is it anything confusing? Do you want me to repeat, or you all able to understand? Someone please speak out. You want me to repeat? Sure. Okay. Okay. To make it very simple, see, all we are doing in the development environment, guys, while building a data flow in the development environment, a client will not give proper requirement on the production server where the file is going to come and what will be the file name. All he will say is a file with a data, customer data will appear in the server, in the production server. You have to do a nightly load. That's all is the requirement. But when you really dig into it and try to move it to the production on the final days, the production team comes into picture and they say, actually we cannot put the file here. Instead we'll put it so and so place because of some security issues. There can always be the security problem. And so we'll have to keep the file path and name dynamic. And the same thing I tried to achieve with the sales org, which I did, it did not work. So what I tried to do is I have put one more file. That file has some permission issues, something went wrong. So let us also forget about all this. I will take this particular data flow which I have designed now, and I will even remove this. I will put it here. So this is a simple data flow I have built. Instead of the sales org details, I am pulling here the position on the department details. So in this, what I try to do is, in here if you see, I have hard coded the path and file name. Whereas in